Hi everyone, welcome back to another week of the guest life. So we're having another beautiful fall day today. I have been working on making homemade marinara sauce with the leftover tomatoes that I have. I'll show you what that noise is in a second. I had a few tomatoes left over. A lot of them were cherry tomatoes and the skin wasn't coming off very well, but whatever. We did what we could because we're not keeping up to just eating them as snacks. Getting both your hands in on it. All the pieces of meat, like these big chunks of meat, you want to like scoosh them to death. And last night for an evening snack, I also made the kids some plum pierogies. We ended up making a couple batches so that we could take them for Thanksgiving dinner. And they had a little hit of that last night, so that was fun. Impact that you were hearing was coming from this station. Shell's gotten the idea to make the kids, is it a race car? Yeah. A race car. Even a locking door. Did you drill a hole in there?
Yeah.
Holy, that's fancy. Pretty lucky little toddlers to have such cool sisters, always building them things.
Okay, I got one.
Oh, Russell, what are you doing? What is that?
Jet boat.
That's your jet boat. What? Oh, there's a little steering wheel for your vehicle. Holy cow. Little engineer.
Ready, but you're gonna need to keep fixing on it.
Why does you need to keep fixing it? What else do you need?
We need tires.
You need tires on your trailer?
Yeah. Oh. And on the car. Wooden tires. We need wooden tires.
Are you the
or cardboard tires.
Are you the supervisor?
Yeah.
The manager?
I'm the dad.
Oh, you're the dad. Oh, that makes sense. And Shell's the engineer? And you're the mom? Okay. Sounds good. Russell. Russell wanted to show me something with his cool jet boat. I like how you got your pants up so you don't get wet. Oh, what are you doing? What? You can do a catwalk on your jet boat? Russell was so excited this morning. The very first thing he said was he wanted to come outside and play with his jet boat and his car Shell made for them. Super special toy she made. What are you stuck on?
I don't know. Oh, the apple.
Yeah, learning some pretty good life skills. And he'll be able to go boating like his dad when he's older. I should insert a clip here. I'm pretty sure John has on his phone a little trip that they did on Russell's birthday. What he wanted to do for his special day was go for a dude ride with Uncle Mike and his cousin Jack and Dad jet boating. So they went jet boating for a few hours. Oh, good job! I'm not having the greatest of days today. I'm probably going to go hide back inside. Last night I was up all night with a migraine. I get those every once in a while and it was just absolutely awful. The pain kept coming in waves. I just had to deal with it. I was able to get to bed at about 3. And I just have a baby headache. Every time I finish having a migraine, the whole next day I'm just on I don't know, PTSD mode. It's like, don't bend over, don't walk too fast, don't talk too much, because I just have a baby headache and it's just going to come back. It just threatens me all day. The beauty about doing homeschool, I can just, the girls are super independent set them up with a day that I could set them up with, and they just go through their life. I'm just cleaning like a slow turtle and keeping moving so I don't feel sorry for myself. But that's what today's gonna look like. I still unfortunately haven't kicked my little baby headache. It's nothing too crazy. I did want to come outside and show you guys this beautiful pink sky before I tuck in for the evening. I really wish I had a better camera to shoot these things for you, because it's never as nice on screen as it is in person. I just thought it was pretty neat how the sunset's just kind of reflecting off the bottom of those clouds. But good night, everybody. Hopefully tomorrow my crazy headache is gone.
Whoa, she knows that. I see cars.
I know you guys can't see anything, but I lied. I'm not saying good night just yet. We are having beautiful aurora borealis tonight. It's right above the cabin. Shale's grabbing some pictures for me because the pictures can snap it. I'll insert them.
So cool.
This is so cool. Oh, it's so fun for the kids. You can take a video of it. My phone won't. Isn't that so We're spending the day raking up some earth around the upper part of the island and bringing it down to our new trail that we have that has replaced the boardwalk. But looks like the wind and the rain are gonna cut us off of our chore here pretty soon. We've done a few wagon loads. Trail's starting to level out quite nicely. Not too angled anymore. It just works slick for bringing the groceries in on grocery day. Way easier than pulling it all in a wagon. The wind is blowing away all our precious earth we've collected. Hopefully the winter helps us decompose a bit and compresses it. Add some more next year, I'm sure. Okay, do it.
We will rock you.
While we were raking, I had noticed a huge birch tree fell down from the wind that we got a week ago. And John said, yeah, and look at that one. And there's this huge dead standing tree. So even though the birch is green that fell over, that will season eventually. Look how much firewood he's getting. It's crazy. I can't even see him. He's like hiding in the bush somewhere. Gathering more. Between the boardwalk and the little sticks that we've put up already in our pile, we probably won't even have to get any wood this winter. Oh, in the bushes, hi. I'm gonna go outside and see how much wood John's collected. I hear the chainsaw's dead. I'm sure he ran out of a tank of gas and he's probably gonna take a break now. I'm in here editing my video and eating cookies that John bought me yesterday for a treat. I'm feeling a little bit guilty. I should probably at least go out there and visit him or something. So see how much wood he got. Already seen all of this. I'll try not to trip. And what was he doing hiding in the bush over here? Probably more. That would be so amazing if we didn't have to get wood this winter. No hauling up the big hill. How am I supposed to get over this tree? Oh yeah, I see more. In the depths of the forest. Russell's guiding me to where he's cut some more. I'll have to help him throw these out of the bush tomorrow onto the trail, and then we could at least use the quad. My goodness, Russell. You're taking me through a very bushwhacked area. Oh, yeah. Another little tree hiding in here.
Shaky, shaky, shaky.
Well, if that's not a good workout, I don't know what is. instead of putting it off till tomorrow, John came inside. I was being a lazy bum. He's like, come on, come help me. So off my butt I got, and we got all this wood. So all the stuff that you're seeing in the background, we had that pile already. Then we got the boardwalk. And then here's all these big cannons. Some of these unseasoned birch, I am not lying, are like 50 to 60 pounds. Just crazy. I got my splitting out ahead of me. I'll start trying to split some of this birch sooner than later, because the more is exposed, the faster that it'll season. Maybe we can use it this winter. They're perfect for night cappers. We really like to get our birch for nighttime, because if we sprinkle a few into the nighttime stuff, then for sure our fire lasts until the morning. It is Canadian Thanksgiving today. You want to say Happy Thanksgiving? Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. We're about to head into town. We got really lucky and we have a calm day for us to travel to and from town. We're going to go to Grandma's for an extremely early supper. I've got some buns to take and some of our plum pierogies done up so we could just warm them up once we get there. And Dad's outside working on the trail for a bit, but we should be leaving within the next 10 minutes or so. Try have a nice early supper before the sun sets.
Off to Grandma's we go. Say Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Everyone's enjoying their Monday holiday sleep-in. Oh. We're waking up to a beautiful yellow blanket this morning. All the leaves have fallen off the trees. It's crazy windy on the backside today, but we're getting lucky. Should be able to burn some brush today and get some more fall chores done. Before I let you guys go for the week, I wanted to do another little Q&A segment. I had gotten a few questions from a viewer last week, and I thought instead of just answering him in lengthy detail in the comments, I'd end up just scooting it in this video. I wrote the questions down this time so you guys know exactly what he had asked, and it'll kind of maybe keep my mind a little bit more focused too. So the first question, or a couple questions I guess, I'd like to answer are, why don't you just stay on mainland and just vacation to your off-grid island? It's not like you're in some huge metropolitan area. I'm just curious what the benefits are for you and your family. So you're right, we don't come from, like, my hometown isn't a big bustling city center. It's already a pretty low-key lifestyle, I guess, I was raised in. But my entire life, I didn't feel at home in town, if that makes any sense. My whole childhood, as far back as I could remember, I always had this vision and this dream. I was going to live on a farm, I was going to live on an acreage, have a whole bunch of kids and some animals. That was just my life goal all growing up. I think even in my grade 12 yearbook, you have your picture and then a little caption, where do you see yourself in 10 years? And on there, I'm pretty sure it said something along the lines of, I was going to live on a farm and have 10 kids. So even at a very young age, I knew I didn't want to be in town life, and definitely not city life. And our off-grid island, our home that we live now at the cabin, it used to be our vacation home. So we'd come here most weekends out of the year, and then we'd do some week stints when we'd have longer holidays. And every time we were out here, we just felt at peace and we felt happy and we never wanted to go home. And I've always been like that when I've been camping in the bush or at the cabin. You see some people, they'll go camping, or you go to the cabin and they're just like, oh, I can't wait to sleep in my own bed, or I can't wait to go have running water. Like, I'm done. I've been bushed. I'm ready to go back into society. I've never had that feeling. Whenever I'm camping or I'm at the cabin, I'm just little depressed Celeste on Sunday going back to town. I do not want to go back there. So this is definitely my happy point. It feels, the easiest way to explain it is I feel at home when I'm in these isolated, secluded, nature-based kind of environments. Another big reason it made a lot of sense for us to move out here instead of it just being a vacation home was because it was a lot more work when we were living that old lifestyle, because we were trying to get out here every weekend. So it's packing up for the cabin, shopping for the cabin, which usually ended up we'd be spending more money because you're just kind of weekend shopping for your groceries. It was a lot of work to get out here, especially in the winter. You're coming to freezing cold place that you have to warm up. You've got little children, then you have to pack up on Sunday and go back to town, and it was a lot more work. Now it just consists of John picking up my grocery order and coming out once a week. We're already set up here, so weirdly enough it's less work living out here than in town, because we were just striving and fighting to be at our happy place all of the time. Whenever we'd have a spare moment, we were trying to come out here. So because we were able to make this financially possible, it just made sense. Why don't we live at the happy place and do little stints in the less happy place, if that makes sense? And in terms of benefits for my family, we've been seeing in the last few minutes the benefits for myself, my mental health, etc. I've been seeing a huge transformation in my family. Now, a big part of that is because there's been a transformation into myself, and a happy mom and a happy wife is going to allow everybody else to grow to their full potential. But I've been seeing a big relationship bond growth happen between my children. I've been seeing a lot of life skills happening. And one of my most favorite things that have come out of this so far, and hopefully they can carry it into their adult life, is humility. Like, living out here keeps us very modest. It keeps us humble. It keeps us focused on the little things in life, and it keeps us appreciative for some of the other materialistic things per se. When they do come into our lives, it's super exciting. Like, oh my gosh, if we could afford new windows, or I could afford a new pair of work boots, or a new couch instead of the creaky futon, like things like that we work towards instead of it just being such an instant gratification. It might take us 3 or 4 years to get there, and that makes it a lot more exciting. And I think it builds great character in young children to not have everything on tap all the time. That's a personal soapbox opinion of mine, but I'm not going to get too deep into the benefits for me and my family, because weirdly enough, you've kind of read my mind. Your other comment read my mind about the Northern Lights or the Aurora Borealis. I don't know if we're northern enough to call them Northern Lights. I've heard that before. Anyway, that's in this video, weirdly enough. And then John and I have been talking that we should do a video on our finances and how our life has just dramatically changed for the better since being out here. Because for the past about 6 months to a year, since we've really gotten into our groove, I've told John more than a few times that I feel like I have unlocked the secret to life, like the secret to happiness. I am a completely different human. I have a different outlook on being a human and being happy and just living life to the fullest. It's absolutely amazing. And I wanted to talk about that in an entire video. So I won't get too in depth more with your question, because you can wait until the next video to see that in full effect. And the other question you had that I didn't really black and white state in the last video was, do you love secluded living on your island more than you'd love teaching? Because I had mentioned that I kind of mourn the fact that I might never have a classroom. I've always envisioned myself teaching. 100%. I 100% would choose this lifestyle over that. There are things that I feel like I'd miss, but not a whole bunch. Like, it's more of a life calling and a life guilt almost not going to teach, because I have seen some things in the public school system over the last decade or so. I don't want to get into it, but I feel like I could just go into a classroom and just kill it. And I could just do so much for those little kids, and I could just take them all under my wing and just give them a really good solid year, especially in those foundational first years of their life. So it's almost more of a life calling and a guilt that pulls me towards town to be a teacher, because the whole hustle and bustle and being part of society and all the extra things that come along with teaching that aren't just taking care of my babies and focusing on their education, all that extra huge umbrella that almost takes up more time than teaching your kids, that doesn't entice me. And I don't know how I would do with that. So yes, 100%, I would much rather be living here, because I'm at a stage in my life where I want to be doing what I can do, right? As long as it's financially feasible, I would be choosing that path if that's what I preferred. But I am going to end the video there. I can just hear John spanking up the chainsaw, so I'm going to go help him haul some brush and get that burned off today, and I will see you guys in the next video, and hopefully it'll be one that we'll just be kind of sitting here talking, and I'm going to have a little bit more of a personal sit down with all of you guys to fill you on that aspect of our life. But have a really good week, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.